Welcome to Spiritual Psychic with Sarah Wiseman, where you'll learn how to unlock the secrets of spiritual intuition and your own psychic gifts. Here's Sarah.
Welcome to Spiritual Psychic. I'm Sarah Wiseman. Today we're working from the 33 lessons and we're talking about how can we open our intuition. So this is one of the most interesting lessons. I believe this lesson is called Opening of Windows. And this lesson in the 33 lessons, which you can find as an audio recording in the course, and you can find the written part in my book, Writing the Divine. This is a very interesting discussion of how the divine would like us to, and by the divine, I mean the guides, the angels, the saints, the holy ones. In order for us to have connection, they would like us to do a process called opening of windows. Now, part of opening of windows is simply asking to be in connection. For some of you, this is really easy. You're like, yes, I want to be with the guides. I want to know what that is. For some of you, it's a lot more difficult. You have the feeling of, I don't believe that exists, or this is all made up storytelling, and so forth. So if you're in the latter subset of people who don't believe this or who are cynical or who don't trust, that's fine. I don't know that there's a whole lot of sense in you listening to more of these podcasts, because it's one of the things we have to do is, in order to become conscious, is to accept the idea that there are other dimensionalities and other beings in those dimensionalities, and that these beings are loving beings who are here to mentor us and help us. They are sort of like translators for higher connection to God, and not God as the Father, as in, say, Christian religion, but God as this love essence that we are all made of. So, but if you do want to open to the guides, one of the ways they talk about it is as if you had an orange and you would cut a little, and this is similar to what we talked about in the last podcast. You would cut a hole in the orange, and then you would twist the orange, and in the next dimension or the next layer, you would cut a hole so that the holes or the windows were lined up. And then you would twist the next layer of orange around that. And then you would cut a hole so that that dimensionality would line up with the others, and so forth and so on. So you were twisting every single layer of dimension. And again, we talked about the dimension might be animal, might be plant, might be, then we might actually go to weather, might go to guides and angels, might go to weather, might go to the departed, might go to guides and angels, might go into more etheric realms that we have more trouble understanding. And the many things in between. I guess I would actually add objects in as another layer of dimensionality, but all of these are windows that we can like kind of click our orange, or they called it an orange, but you might consider it an orb, where all we just click, 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 click. And so pretty soon we have this pathway or this window that opens from our dimension into various other dimensions, the other dimensions we want to get to, going from more physical to more etheric as far as we can go. Now, some people are able to go really far, and some people prefer to go to one dimension or another. And I don't really think there's we can go deep and we can go broad. So if you're a person that really likes to go deep and goes way out there into bliss zone, out past guides and angels, and likes to hang out there, that's great. You might want to explore that vibrational level. If you're a person who likes to go right to nature and explore that dimensionality in full, they're not one is not better than the other. They are just different dimensions that we can choose to exist in. And so each of us is created in a way that we're more suited to one. Some people love to go to the departed. Some people love to work with objects. Some people love to work with the weather systems, and so forth and so on. You will be drawn to the particular window of dimensionality that you prefer. You can learn more about this. This is all I talk about in the blog. Everything I do is working on helping people open their windows and move to a more divine state of being. I'm Sarah Wiseman, and you'll find me at sarahwiseman.com.